What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at one of my favorite songs today. You are going to need the Capo on fret 1 because there's a lot of key changes, and if you don't have this Capo on, then it's a nightmare. Alright, we're just going to start with the intro and we'll work through the whole song. Okay, now the simple way of playing the intro, you start with one big strum on the F chord, like that. So you go from the top and you strum gradually through. Bum, 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 dum, dum. So I keep a light chugging in the background, always downstrokes, but try and emphasize those dun 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 bum bum bum, like that, all on the F chord. And then we come into the verse. All right, now for some of you that are more advanced, you might want to get this. So this is quite tricky. Essentially, we have to take the middle finger off first. And we do 2 G strings. And then you can kind of do a pick hammer on with that middle finger. And then back off again. Like so. All on the G string. Now when I do the hammer on, I strum everything again, not just the G string. Like that. But if you want to keep it simple, just stay on the G string. Then to finish, dun, 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 we have this pinky note on the D string, then we take it off, and then we play the A string. Like that. So all together. Now don't worry if you accidentally hit a few other strings, it's fine. As long as you're getting that within what you're playing, then it kind of works. All right, but that's quite tricky. You don't have to do that. You can just stick to the basic. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, and the only thing you want to try and do is a big strum on the very first one. Okay, and we do it 4 times. Alright, now we're into the verse, alright, and things get a bit easier. So for the verse, we kind of have the same rhythm going on. I like to have my palm against the strings and I make it softer, like so. I also like to bring the hand away and do a little slap. Come stop your crying, it'll be alright. Now we can do the same thing on our B flat sus chord, which is next up. Protect you from all around you. Then we have G minor. I like to play it like this. There's a few ways you can play it though. Alright, so we have I will be here, don't you cry. And then we have C for our last chord. Alright, so we have F 4 times, B flat twice, G minor once, C once. Okay. If you want to do the little slide thing the electric guitar plays in the song, all you have to do is push in a finger on the bass note, pick once and then slide down. Okay, but that's quite hard because you're already here and you have to come into the F chord as you do it. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. So for this next verse, we have something really, really nice. One of my favorite chord progressions to play is having the root, which is F, and then we do the 5 chord with F in the bass. So essentially, we go to C major with F in the bass. Sounds so nice. All right. So we can keep the same rhythm going in the right hand, but don't palm mute anymore, just do a full strum like this. Down, 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 down. Now make sure your thumb is still getting that F in the bass there. Okay, it gives it that nice feeling. Because the bass is always on F for this bit. Boom, 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 boom. Da, da, da. It's there. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. This bond between us, same chords, we're just playing it fuller this time. I will be here, don't you cry, 'cause you... Alright, the ending's different because we go from C to A major. So we've got half a bar on each one. So I just go down, 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 down. 'Cause you'll be in my heart. Into the chorus we go. Now for the chorus, I changed the rhythm slightly. It's not bum, 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 bum anymore. That's just the verse part. For the chorus, it's more driving. So we can play a 3, a 3, and a 2. Like so, we play... So you can hear him going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so it's in 3, 3, 2. That's what you're emphasizing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now right at the end, I do a little down up. You don't have to, but it just kind of brings the next chord in a little bit nicer. So we're gonna have D major first. It's our first chord in the chorus. Just for one bar. Then we go to G major. Then we have A to F sharp minor. Now, some of you might want to get the passing bass note. There's like a major with G in the bass because that gives us this moving bass part. To do that, you have to play A major with the flat finger, and then you can add that bass note, the G in the bass. That's why it says /G, because we've got A with G in the bass. Okay, you are gonna have to do a flat finger, which is very difficult, and then you can add second finger. All right, now you don't have to add the G in the bass, it's just something I do. You can just play A major, and that is fine, all right, because the song is gonna play the bass note for you. All right, but that is an option to take us into F sharp minor, which looks like this. You can also do an open version. Okay, you don't have to have the thumb on the bass, you can just play these bottom notes. Even the bottom 4 note doesn't sound very big, but if you're really struggling, you can do that. Then we go to B minor. If you really struggle with this, you can do like an open version, like that, if that's easier for you than a bar chord. I just play it like this. Then we have G again, then C, then A again. Now we do this chorus twice. Be in my heart, and baby you'll be in my heart. It's the same thing until we get to the end, as you'll see. Always. Now here we're gonna go A, G, A, and then we come into verse 3. So just to clarify the ending of A for half a bar, G half a bar, A for a whole bar. The way we feel, they just don't trust what they can't explain. I know we're different, so this is the same. Deep inside us, we're not. Now careful here, at the end, we're gonna do essentially what we did in verse 2, all right? So the ending will have C, A, 'cause you'll be in my heart. And that brings us into the chorus again, okay? So verse 3 is just like verse 2 because we have to go into a chorus. So have a look at chorus 2. As you can see, it's exactly the same as the first chorus. All right, exactly the same. So we get to the end of this. Always. Then we have a bridge. Don't listen to them. What do they know? I may not be with you, but you have to hold on. They'll see in time. I know. Alright, so we start with a G sus, and then we come out of the G sus. G sus. Now I like to add the pinky. You can start with the pinky down actually. I tend not to, because I'm blocking the E string anyway. It's not a big deal. But when the first finger comes off, you don't want to be getting a G6 chord at that point. So add the pinky there just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're copying the vocals. Don't listen to them. Listen to them. You can hear that. We're just copying the vocals there. Don't listen to them. Cause what do they know? Again, we can add the first finger to the 6th note there, 2nd fret on the G string, just while he's singing it, and then take it off again. Right, now you can just play G for this whole bit, by the way. You can just go, don't listen to them, cause what do they know? That's fine. I just like to copy the vocal, it sounds really nice. Don't listen to them. What do they know? Okay, that's the G part. Then I almost messed this part up actually. I thought it went straight to E minor because E is in the bass. But then there's this note. I'll be with you. And that sounds very weird with E minor. In my opinion, it doesn't quite work. And I realized it actually goes C to E minor. You still have E in the bass, but we do have C major for 3 strums into E minor. I may not be with you, but you have to hold on. They'll see in time. Then just B minor. I know. Then we have C. If you want to do the sus of any kind, you can. You just take the middle finger off and on. And then we do the whole thing again. Now the ending's going to change here the second time around. We'll go, we'll show them together 'cause you'll be mine. So the key change, instead of C major twice, we're going to do C major once, then D to A, and then we have a brand new key. We're now in the key of E for this final chorus. So for this key, we're going to have E major to begin with, then A sus, then we have B sus. You can add A in the bass if you want to there. So we have this kind of movement. These two stay in the same place. So we start with B sus, first finger comes off, play the A string, and then we have G sharp minor. See that? Now you don't have to add in that A, that slash A, you don't need to do that, just stay on B to G sharp minor. That's absolutely fine. I just like to get the movement. Then we have C sharp minor, like this. And then A sus again. Then D major. Then B again. Alright. And we do this chorus twice. You will be here in my heart. I'll be there from this day on forever. Exactly the same. Oh, wait. Then we have this really nice outro. A sus twice to E twice. I'll be there for you. finish on E major chord. Alright, that is everything, guys. The play along is about to come up, so you can try and play the whole song with me. You'll have the chord diagrams and the rhythms as a guide. If you found this lesson helpful, please give it a like. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell icon as well. Alright, good luck with the play along. I'll see you in the next video lesson.